is the northern English bastard. He comes from the land where the rainbows are black and white.
Hello, you beautiful bastards, and welcome to my so-called show. It's no secret Steven Spielberg is still regarded as one of the best film directors ever, especially since he basically invented the summer blockbuster over 50 years ago. And since then he has produced a wide range of work while always pushing himself to tackle many genres, from sci-fi, historical dramas, as well as even lending a hand to other successful movies and TV shows with other directors at the helm. But sadly, it's hard to deny that for the last 26 years he's kinda gone off the boil, despite still managing to churn out a few bangers. But with the mysterious nature of his latest that almost had that Close Encounters feel, almost. Can dear old Stevie Boy recapture the magic of his glory days?
Not a chance.
Well, sexy, milfy Emily Blunt ladies and sinister Colin Firth-like gentlemen, this is Disclosure Day. The story revolves around two characters, a meteorite newcaster named Margaret, played by Emily Blunt, who's somehow possessing strange psychic powers, and some cyber-tech thingy whistleblower called Daniel, played by Josh O'Connor, whose objective to expose the mistreatment of aliens from outer space from the last 80 years leads him to go on the run from the evil, not as sinister as they think they are, secret government armed bastard type guys who are determined to make sure that information doesn't get out. But what is the connection between Margaret and Daniel? And does anybody really care anymore? As much as I really wanted to love this movie, I just can't. And it's such a shame as Spielberg still shows he's a competent director who knows how to shoot a movie and create some suspense and wonder, and there's some really great ideas in this, especially in terms of the clashing ideals of science and religion, which kinda get swept up pretty quickly and not touched on as well as it should be. And the cast are also acting their asses off here. I mean, Emily Blunt, Colin Firth, Josh O'Connor, Hugh Hewson, Coleman Domingo, Wyatt Russell, and even the bully from In-Betweeners are all doing their best, but the sad thing is, all of their talents are wasted. Colin Firth is a one-note villain who I can't figure out is supposed to be sinister or sympathetic, and Christ, is he tasked with the burden of repeating lines of dialogue along the lines of, "Not the world will be undone if this gets out, I have to do it again, blah blah blah." Josh O'Connor has nothing else to work with except, oh, I need to get on the run from the government because I got this information and it had to get out. Also, the generic government stormtrooper guys are fucking useless. Jesus Christ, the amount of time a pair of untrained assailants evade the capture of these highly trained specialist armed bastards is laughable. And the only character I was invested in was Emily Blunt's Margaret, and you can see Emily Blunt is really throwing everything into this role, and I totally buy that this woman has her brain messed up by her, Close Encounters.
I'll get me coat.
But despite her charismatic performance, she is hindered by the retarded script. The CGI is absolute trash, seriously. All that money and somehow it still looks like a rushed PS3 video game, especially when Godzilla Minus 1 did it better for less money and Jurassic Park did it better 35 years ago.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Nothing makes sense. Why didn't Daniel just upload the footage online on sites like YouTube or even fucking Rumble, which wouldn't have had his footage shut down or removed? Seriously, it's the fucking 2020s. We've been seeing videos the government don't want us to see uploaded online for the last couple of decades. It would have saved a lot of hassle. Really? The mainstream media that has proven to be the most unreliable source of objective information to the point barely anyone listens to anymore is your best plan in order to expose these evil things these bad men did to these poor aliens that we know absolutely nothing about. And while we're on the subject, the whole poor aliens being mistreated by man felt so on the nose, almost to the point I could envision Spielberg and David Coep sniffing their own farts, to the point a huge cloud of smoke was about to reduce Hollywood to a burning dystopia, unlike the actual burning dystopia Hollywood is. The score by John Williams feels recycled from his other better movie scores, and God, the movie is such a childish, pretentious pile of shit. It's a film that thinks it's saying something profound, and doesn't let the audience come to their own conclusions, and Christ for fuck's sake, I really hate to slam a man whose work pretty much defined our childhoods, but sorry if you make a film that comes across like it was written in crayon by an AI-programmed cyborg, waste a good cast and preach to an audience that deserve better. What do you expect? And this is where the big question comes in. Should Steven Spielberg retire? And while I don't want to deprive an old man of the very thing that gives his life meaning, I feel he should avoid directing and maybe just produce, because not only will he still be involved in something he feels passionate about, but it also would mean more talented directors who know what they're doing can be in control. But that said, David Koepp should avoid writing altogether, especially with shit like this. So overall, despite a compelling performance from Emily Blunt, some well-shot sequences, swerve this and watch Close Encounters again, because this film has nothing here worth disclosing. And whether you beautiful bastards are Northern English or not, thanks for watching out of sympathy, but right now, I'm really fucking done, and I'm gonna get to that fucking pub, because I need a strong one.